Hello and welcome. My name is Ricci, and I'll welcome you to the Ricci 2021 Music Awards, the ultimate reward show on this channel. Make sure that if you're new to this channel, subscribe, because we got cats and we got good content, so you don't want to miss it. Now, let's have a look at our number 10. On number 10, we have a song that truly is on the next level. And yes, I'm talking about aespa's Next Level.
I'm on the next level. 저 너머의 문을 열어 next level. 널 결국엔 내가 부셔.
I know exactly what you're thinking. How can that song possibly make it onto your favorite list of K-pop songs of 2021? How can you like this song? It is impossible. Look at the crazy switch ups, and yeah, I get you completely. And I'm gonna be really honest, the first time I heard this song, I was just confused, and honestly, I kind of hated it. But you know, the more and more you listen to it, the more and more you kind of get used to the craziness of it, and I feel like that hook, that next level, you know, especially combined with that hi-hat hit in that part, like that next hi-hat hit, open hi-hat hit.
I'm on the next.
Really makes it so catchy and so memorable, and it kind of glues all the crazy parts together. And then additionally to that next level part, there's also these ooh ooh hiss that I really like, that are also super catchy, and they also help to glue everything together. And I feel like those two elements really kept on making me re-listen to the song until I kind of got used to all this craziness going on. And yeah, there is a lot of craziness going on in this track, right? But I feel like that hook and those catchy elements, they just make it possible to still make the song very much enjoyable, and at some point you do get used to it, and that's why I put it on my number 10. Alright, now after this probably pretty controversial 10th place, let's take a look at number 9. What the hell was that? What kind of dark magic is going on here? Well, it is Pixi's Bewitched.
Swallowed.
Pixie might not be the most known group out there, but I really do think they put out some pretty cool tracks this year, and my personal favorite out of those was Bewitched. I really like the dark vibe of that track, and I feel like the contrast between the verse and the chorus is really cool. You know, you have these long bass notes in the verse, there's this kind of re-space, that's kind of how you name that sound. And then in the chorus, you have that more kind of almost slap housey kind of groove, you know, coming from the bass. You have this anti-drop, which really kind of hits you hard after the pre-chorus, which is really cool. And you know, the entire dark vibe, and then you know, this grooviness to it, it really makes the song feel really good, and I love it a lot. Now there's one thing that I don't like about the song, and this is the kind of vocal mixing that's going on. Now I personally feel like the vocals are a little bit de-essed. Now de-essing, for those of you who don't know, is kind of a compressor that removes the sibilance out of a vocal, like a s, by compressing those frequencies a little bit more. And if you kind of overdo that effect, it kind of makes the singers sound like they have a lisp. And I feel like to some degree that kind of happened here, and I'm not personally the biggest fan of that sound. That's kind of why it only ended up being at number 9, but it's still a really good track, and I especially like also these kind of elements that come in for the B chorus, you know, the guitars, you know, the synth. It really makes it sound full and drive forward, and yeah, it really adds energy to that part. So yeah, absolutely love the song, despite that small kind of mixing thing that I don't like that much, and that's why it ended up on my list at number 9. Next up, we have number 8, and number 8 is WJSN's Unnatural. Now, I really like the song. Similarly to Bewitched, it has this really nice contrast between the verse and the chorus. You know, the chorus is really kind of groovy, really high energetic, and the verse, on the other hand, it's really kind of slow and chill, and it has like a really cool vibe. and it slowly builds up to that epic chorus. And right before we get the chorus, we drop into this section that only has vocals and bass. So then when the chorus hits afterwards, it really hits hard, because before we took so many elements away, which is a really good and smart thing to do.
Can I breathe? now 숨 쉬는 법을 isn't my control. Unnatural, no really unnatural.
And I feel like in general, the vocals really complement the super crispy and nice sound choices of the production here, especially within the verse, but also in the chorus, where it gets a lot more high energy. The vocals are also much higher energy, so those elements really match well together. I really think that because these elements complement each other so well, it's the reason why I like this song so much. Who the hell took my watch? I swear it was here a couple of seconds ago. Well, let's have a look at number 7. At number 7, we have Uki's Bonnie and Clyde.
We don't need money to feel good, 'cause you're the ride or die the rest of my life.
Now, Bonnie and Clyde is a really cool track. It has this kind of atmospheric dark vibes, and it's kind of constantly pumping and moving forward, and I think it works super well together with Uki's vocal. And then when you come into the chorus, you get these rock elements, and you know, the chorus really pops out thanks to the guitars being added in that section.
Pick me up when I feel down, no matter how deep in the night. We don't need money to feel good, 'cause you're the ride or die the rest of my life.
I really do feel like it's a quite simplistic song, but I think that's kind of why it is so good. It didn't need anything more than what they have in this production, and the songwriting is really good as well. And Uki sounds extremely comfortable in that kind of range in which the song is written. She just sounds really amazing, and this is kind of the perfect fit for her, and I think that is really what makes this song so great for me personally. And yeah, I really do enjoy the sound choices overall. I really like the energy that comes in the chorus, and overall, you know, the kind of forward driving feel of the track, and that is really why I put it at my number 7 in this list. Did I already mention that you should subscribe because we got cats? If I did, then what you just had is a Deja Vu, and that is exactly what our number 6 on this list is. It's AT's Deja Vu. Now, honestly, this track is pretty smart when it comes to songwriting, when it comes to production. It introduces the main melody, the main hook melody of the track pretty early on. Then the verse is really cool. It's kind of a mixture between trap and almost like a reggae kind of rhythm with the dum dup dum dup. Then it builds up in the pre-chorus and hits you in the chorus again. And then within the B-chorus, we get the same melody that we already got in the intro. You could say we quite literally have a Deja Vu in that section because, you know, we already heard the melody. Amazing joke, I know. Overall, I also really like the kind of metallic sounds, like these metallic bell sounds that you have in this track. I feel like they give it a really kind of unique vibe, and that's what ultimately made me also put it on number 6 of my list. While I highly encourage all of you to stay away from alcohol, my number 5 on this list is Drunk-Dazed. I feel like this track is one of these tracks that really has a unique vibe, and I think this unique vibe really comes from the chords that, but it's not just the chords that give it that vibe, it's also the production. You have these very distorted sounding, almost muffled kind of vocals. I read a bunch of people were criticizing that about the song, that the vocals are distorted like that and that it would, you know, remove the uniqueness of their voices. I personally think that the distortion is actually quite nice, and it matches really well with the intention of the song, because you have this distorted bass in the background. You have these rock elements, especially in the chorus, and I feel like these kind of elements are complemented extremely well by the distorted vocals. So I really think that was a good choice. I really love the chorus part of this song, while I don't really love the pre-chorus as much, but I mean the chorus is just really amazing. It really embraces that kind of werewolf kind of theme that you also have going in the music video, right? It really does sound like werewolves, right? And then you have these little screams in between as like breaks. beautiful. It's just a really nice vibe that this track has, and that is what ultimately made me pick it for this list. Hold on, let me just close my door. Number 4 on my list is Known Unby's Door. I hope that's how you pronounce her name. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments below. Now, if you don't know her, she was or used to be the leader of IZ*ONE or It's One. And after they disbanded, she released her first solo album this year with the title track Door. I kind of stumbled upon this track randomly, and then I was like, whoa, this is really good. And it really does feel like kind of a hidden gem, I feel like. I don't know how many people actually know this song. If you don't know this song, you should probably go and listen to it because it's really, really good. It's kind of electro swingy, you know, it's kind of jazzy. It even has some big band elements in the bridge where they bring in these trumpets, which is really, really cool. The vocal and the instrumental really interact really, really nicely. For example, the sparse vocal arrangement within the chorus, within the A chorus especially, really does give the instrumental exactly the space that it kind of needs for that section. And then obviously that instrumental part later within the chorus is also really, really cool. So overall, I really, really like this track. If you haven't heard it, go and check it out. Next up, we have a track named by a color. Which color, you may ask? Well, it is a Lilac by IU. This track, I mean, it is just so good. Now, it has this kind of groovy disco vibe that a lot of songs have these days, but I feel like what makes this song really stand out and really kind of unique is like the airiness and the smoothness of IU's vocals on top of this instrumental. It really is great. Like, it just sounds so good. Like, especially within the A chorus, the part where she sings quite literally Lilac, right? It's just so smooth, right? And then you have these strings coming in for the B chorus, which are great, and you have this melody, this kind of question-answer theme, which is really kind of playful and really nice to listen to. And overall, yeah, I think that's just kind of the perfect way to put it. This is just a song that's really nice to listen to, and it doesn't get annoying, and it kind of gets better every time you listen to it. And before I forget about it, as a saxophone player, obviously, at that final chorus, I really love the saxophone parts in that part. They're just so good. I love it. Absolutely great. Well. Next up, we have Dreamcatcher at number 2 with their song Orai. For those of you who know my channel already a bit, you know, you guys know that I'm a pretty big Dreamcatcher fan. They released a lot of songs this year, and it kind of was hard for me to not put multiple Dreamcatcher songs on this list, but ultimately I decided to just pick Orai. And it's nothing new that Dreamcatcher is kind of known for their rock and metal sound, but it always is the question, what do they mix it up with this time, right? And I think when it comes to Orai, they kind of mixed it with kind of classic hip-hop and trap elements. They kind of mixed it with some EDM, right? Which is really cool. They saved the guitars for the chorus. And I think what's especially nice about this track is really that kind of rhythm in the chorus. I really love how the vocals and the instrumental interact in that part. You know, you have that Orai part, and then you have that guitar that just has that space in between the vocal. Once again, it's a question-answer theme, right? Vocal and then the instrumental with the guitar answering. It's really beautiful. That rhythm really gives it also additional catchiness, right? I just really, really enjoy that sound, and I really enjoy that rhythm, and I really enjoy the song. It is my number 2 on this list. And now it's time for the moment that we've all waited for. It is time to announce the winner of the Ricci 2021 Music Awards. My number 1. But before we announce the winner of today's show, let's have a small ad break. Hi, did you ever want a YouTube channel that does K-pop analysis and production on the next level? Then today we have a very special announcement for you. We're announcing the Ricci 2022 Quality Campaign. make sure to subscribe because we got cats and amazing content, and honestly during this year we are going to take this channel to the next level and you don't want to miss it, so make sure to subscribe once again and ring the bell. Thank you very much, and now let's have a look at number 1. Alright, let's reveal the winner of the Ricci Music Awards 2021. And the number 1 is Idol's Hwaa. Congratulations. Now, I only released one song, or like one album basically in this year, and that's Hwaa, and that's my personal favorite. I feel like the kind of thing that makes this song so unique is that it really does feel like the ultimate idol song. Like all members really shine in this track. Everyone seems to get parts that really fit their strength. You know, Uki gets that powerful rhythmic part within the reggaeton section of the song. Minnie gets that kind of atmospheric part where she can really show off her uniqueness in her vocals and so on. And I feel like what really makes the song especially stand out is the authenticity of the song. It really feels like an artistic expression more than just a normal song. I think that is what puts it above many other songs that were competing with it for this first place. The emotion in their voices is really, really, really amazing. And personally, obviously, as someone who produces and writes songs myself, I have to admire that it is extremely impressive if members of a group are also part of producing and writing the song. So in this case, obviously, Soyeon when it comes to Hwaa, because, you know, I think everyone out there who makes music really knows how much passion and how much energy it requires you to put into a track, right, to finish it. And I feel like you can really feel that passion in this track. You can really feel, as I said earlier, I can't say it often enough, that authenticity in this track, and I think that is really what made it my number 1. Now, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know by liking the video and telling me in the comments below. If your favorite track didn't make it to this list, definitely let me know in the comments below what your favorite track of 2021 was. I will read all of the comments, and I'm very curious to hear what kind of track you guys stumbled upon, maybe that I don't even know. So looking forward to that. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell in case you didn't. As I said, we have great content coming up in 2022. Now, we're not gonna upload as many videos as we used to before, but if we upload, it's gonna be great content, so make sure to stay tuned for that, and don't forget about this channel. Thank you guys very much for watching, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.